fragmented into three parts, namely A, B, and C. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Getting well now? Actually, suppose if so, this is fracture, this is referred to fracture now. You see, if the bone, there occur cracking off or fracture of the bone, and the fractured part not get dislocated, and you leave it, a joint will be created. It is clear now? So, similarly, one can say that if there is no movement of the fragmented part, then it is referred to a joint. Getting well now? When a fracture is referred to a joint, it is clear. When there occurred no appreciable movement of the fragmented part, it is referred to a joint. Okay? But if the fragmented part move, if the displacement of fragmented part occur, this phenomena is referred to as faulting. Faulting. What is the meaning of faulting? It is clear now. What is the basic difference between faulting and joint? If there occur no displacement of the fragmented part, it is referred to a joint. But if there occur displacement of fragmented part, then it is referred to as faulting. Okay? You see, if due to its movement, actually suppose A will remain intact, B will uplift, and C will remain intact now. This is A, this is B and C. Okay? Or this may happen, A remain intact, there occurs subduction of B, and C remain occur. This is A, this is B, and this is C now. Right? So in this case, this is referred to as faulting, and this is referred to as faulting. Both are referred to as faulting now. In this case, it appears like mountain with not well defined peak. So this is referred to as, this is, you see here, this is referred to as fault mountain. Fault mountain. Faulting will cause the creation of fault mountain or block mountain. Right? And since it appears tabular landform, that's why it is also referred to as host mountain. Getting well? So you see, orogenic tensional force causes the formation of block mountain, fault mountain, or host mountain. Vosges in Europe, Black Forest mountain of Germany, Salt Range of Pakistan are the example of block mountain. It is obvious that they are the product of OTF, that is orogenic tensional force. Getting well now? And when this type of feature is created, actually one fragmented part remain as it is, another subduct, and a third remain as it is. So this is also faulting now. These are the fragmented part A, B, C. Okay. So this is as a result of faulting, a valley is created. So this is referred to as fault valley or rift valley. You know Rhine river drained its water through Rift Valley now. So this Rift Valley is due to orogenic tensional force. Narmada and Tapti, right, are the west flowing river of India, and drained its water through Rift Valley. So this Rift Valley would have been the product of OTF. Again, you see African Rift Valley, and wherever Rift Valley is found, it is due to OTF. Getting well now? Right? It is due to OTF. But Rift Valley is also referred to as fault because it is due to the displacement of the fragmented part. And I have already said that if there occur no horizontal displacement, then it is referred to as joint. But if there occur displacement, then it is simply referred to as faulting. And fault mountain, which is also referred to as block mountain or host mountain, is due to faulting activity now. Getting well now? So fault mountain is due to OCF like Himalaya, Rocky, Jendi and Andes and Alps, and OTF, that is block mountain like Vosges, Salt Range, Black Forest mountain are due to OTF. It is clear now? And faulting also causes the formation of Rift Valley. Okay? Suppose this is rock, fragmentation of the rock occurred here, and if this is fragmentation occur here, and if these two fragmented parts move head to head, then a normal fault valley is formed. Normal fault valley is formed when the fragmented part move ahead, है ना, head to head. Getting well now? But you see, if fracture occur here and the fragmented part move horizontal laterally, right? And as a result of this lateral movement, a valley is produced, fault valley is produced. So this is referred to as transform fault valley. Transform fault valley. Fault valley. Getting well now? Right? So actually normal fault valley, transform fault valley, normal fault valley is due to head separation, and transform fault valley is due to lateral movement of the fragmented part. It is clear now? So actually what is the type of orogenitic force? It is clear. There are two type of force. One is endogenetic and second is exogenetic. We have discussed about endogenetic force. It is clear. You see, very important aspect here is endogenetic force causes the movement of the rock held in the interior part of the earth. Na? So that's why it is also referred to as Bhusancharan or earth movement. Getting well now? Now, important point is, suppose folding occurred. This type of folding occurred. Certainly it is due to the originating compressional force. So this is referred to peak of the mountain or crest or water divide. It is clear ना? पर्वतों की चोटी यही है, right? Or also referred to neck of the fold. This is referred to as limb of the fold, limb. Okay, and the angle between the limb of the fold and earth horizontal axis is referred to as deep angle. What is the meaning of deep angle? It is clear na? We have three parts. First is water divide, peak or crest. Second is limb of the fold, and third point here is deep angle. Getting well now? Getting well? So actually, as far as the question of deep angle is concerned, the deep angle is not of the same type everywhere. Okay? If folding occur in this way and the deep angle of this is suppose 60 degree and this is suppose 40 degree, okay? So if both the deep angle, suppose this is 60 and this is also 60, so if both the deep angle are the same, then it is referred to as symmetrical fold. What is the meaning of symmetrical fold? It is clear na? The type of fold in which both the deep angle are the same. Okay? But if the one deep angle is, suppose one deep angle is 40 degree and second is 50 degree, okay? So this type of fold is referred to as asymmetrical fold. What is the basic difference between symmetrical fold and asymmetrical fold? It is clear na? Right? This figure is important because UPSC raises this question in prelims through pictographic representation. It is clear na? The type of fold in which both the deep angle are same is referred to as symmetrical fold. If both the deep angle are not same, it is referred to as asymmetrical fold. Okay? What is the basic difference between symmetrical fold and asymmetrical fold? It is clear? So actually the next type of fold, suppose in this fold, this is the type of folding in which one deep angle is 90 degree and second is acute angle triangle. Suppose it is 40 or 45. It is clear na? Right? Acute angle triangle. So if one deep angle is right angle triangle and second is acute angle triangle, then it is referred to as monoclinal fold. What is the meaning of monoclinal fold? It is clear now? Monoclinal fold is the type of fold in which one deep angle is 90 degree and second deep angle is acute angle triangle. Okay, so this is referred to as monoclinal. But if folding occur in this way, in which both limbs are parallel, these limbs are appear to be parallel. Na? Both limbs are parallel, but they are not parallel to the earth surface. Getting well? Okay, the type of fold in which both, you understand the fact, try to recall it and retain it, that the type of fold in which both the limbs are parallel but not parallel to the earth surface. This type of fold is referred to as isoclinal fold. Isoclinal fold. Right? What is the basic difference between monoclinal and isoclinal? It is clear na? In monoclinal, one is right angle triangle and second is acute angle triangle. In isoclinal fold, both the limb are parallel, but they are not parallel to the surface. It is clear na? And if the force is strong enough, then this can be the position of the limb. Both the limb become parallel and also parallel to the surface. Getting well now? So this type of folding is referred to as, do you know what is the name of this folding? Okay, this is referred to as recumbent fold. This type of folding is referred to as recumbent. And what is the basic difference between isoclinal fold and recumbent fold? You understand. In case of isoclinal fold, both limbs are the parallel, but they are not parallel to the surface. Okay. In case of recumbent fold, both the limbs are parallel, but they are not. They are also parallel to the surface. Right? In this case, both limbs are parallel but not parallel to the surface. In this case, both are parallel and also parallel to the surface. And if the force, you see, if the force act further, then this is the neck of the fold. Na? You see, this part is referred to as neck. Na? So in this case, the neck of the fold will get destroyed, and this type of fragmented neck is referred to as nape, NAPPE. Okay, if the force act further, then neck of the fold get destroyed, and this fragmented fold is referred to as nape, NAPPE. Getting well now? So what is the type of fold? It is clear. Symmetrical fold if both the limbs are deep angle are the same. Asymmetrical fold if both the deep angle are not the same. Monoclinal if one is right angle triangle and second is acute angle triangle. Okay, actually isoclinal when both the limbs are parallel but not parallel to the surface. Okay, recumbent fold when both the limbs are parallel and also parallel to the surface. It is clear now? And when the neck of the fold get destroyed, it is referred to as nape. Okay, it is referred to as nape. Okay, you see. Can I erase this? The folding depends on the intensity of force. Okay, the folding depends on the intensity of force. What happened? Suppose this is the rock where orogenic compressive force is acting. The force is acting in this way, na? Right? Actually, the force is of moderate nature, na? So it will not cause the folding of the entire part, na? Some part of the rock will get folded and another part will remain intact, na? So this folded part of this rock is referred to as Randketten. 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 If force is of a moderate nature, then some part of the rock will get folded. This is referred to as Randketten. Randketten. This is referred to as Randketten. And this is when X is folded part. Clear? And Y is unfolded part, na? Unfolded part of this rock. So the unfolded part of this rock is referred to as Schwarzschild word. BERG, Schwarzenberg, okay, or median mass. Either Schwarzenberg or median mass. Okay, so you see Rindcatten appear in the form of mountain. Rindcatten appear in the form of mountain, and Schwarzenberg or median mass may exist in the form of plateau, plain or the sea. It is clear now? I am giving the example. This is Indian subcontinent, and this is Himalaya, and this is Kunlun mountain. Okay, this is Kunlun and this is Himalaya. So in between the two, Tibet plateau region exists now. So Tibet is the example of Schwarzenberg, and Kunlun and Himalaya is the example of Rindcatten. Okay. Similarly, you see there is a Carpathian and Dinaric Alps. In between Carpathian and Dinaric Alps, right? Dinaric Alps, there exists Hungarian plain. Hungarian plain. Okay. So in between Carpathian and Dinaric Alps are the example of Rindcatten, and Hungarian plain is the example of median mass or Schwarzenberg. Getting it well now? Again, you see here, this is the African continent now, right? So here Alpine mountain is located, here Atlas mountain is located, and this is Mediterranean Sea now, right? So Alpine and Atlas are the example of Rindcatten, whereas Mediterranean Sea is the example of median mass or Schwarzenberg. Getting well? Okay. Now see, but this will occur when it means Tibet plateau are the example of unfolded part, that is median mass of Schwarzenberg. Hungarian plain is the example. Hungarian plain located between Carpathian and Dinaric Alps is the example of Schwarzenberg or median mass, and so is the case of Mediterranean Sea between Alpine and Atlas. Okay. So Mediterranean Sea is also known as is also the example of Schwarzenberg or median mass. Getting well now? But if this will happen when force will be of moderate nature. Okay? But if force will be of intense nature, of high intensity, then it will cause the folding of the entire rock, and the entire rock will get folded, and such type of feature is referred to as NARBE. NARBE. Okay? If the force is intense enough, then it will cause the folding of the entire rock part, and this type of feature having high intensely folded feature, the area having intensely folded feature is referred to as NARBE. 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 What is the meaning of NARBE? It is clear now? Right? Or one important point is actually, if originating compressible force act, you know that anticline and syncline is formed. But if you see force operate in interrupted form, okay, then this type of feature is formed. This is anticline and this is incline. Okay. So this is referred to as anticlinorium, and this is referred to as synclinorium. Okay. So all I discussed all about endogenetic force. I think that you are very clear about the landform, different how particularly it operates. Okay. And what is the impact of the landform, associated landform produced by endogenetic forces, right? It will be highly helpful for understanding of the related part in geomorphology. Best of luck. Okay.